Hello and good morning all the students. So today we are going to begin with the new topic, that is the alcohols, phenols and ethers, right? So just now we had completed with the halogen derivatives of the alkanes. Now we will begin with the alcohols, phenols and ethers. In this chapter we are going to see the three basic organic compounds, that is the alcohols, then phenols and then ethers, right? All the three compounds are a very important organic compounds, right? So what all things we are going to look in this chapter? We are going to look for the preparation of alcohols, preparation of phenols, preparation of ethers. Then we'll be looking for the chemical properties of alcohols, chemical properties of phenols and chemical properties of ethers, then physical properties of alcohols, phenols and ethers, right? So this is going to be a very important part from this particular chapter. Then we also have some important reactions and laboratory tests which are to be done in this particular chapter. The important reaction like Rimmer and Timon reaction. Then we will be having a different laboratory test. So as we go further, we will learn each and every part from this chapter. Okay, now let's quickly begin. What is the alcohols? See, what is alcohols? Alcohol is an organic compound in which hydroxyl group OH is bounded to a carbon atom of a aliphatic carbon. See, this is ROH, right? Where R is nothing but the alkyl group and OH is called as the hydroxyl group, right? What is OH? OH is nothing but called as the hydroxyl group. So alcohol is the organic compound in which hydroxyl OH group is bounded to the carbon atom of a aliphatic chain. So what is the carbon atom? This is the carbon atom of an alkyl group, right? So R is nothing but the alkyl. So alkyl का carbon atom से attached होगा ये OH, that will be called as the alcohols, right? And the chain, what kind of a chain it will be? Aliphatic chain, right? So that is what is called as the alcohols. Now what is the phenol? See, phenol is also an organic compound in which the hydroxyl group OH will be bounded to the carbon atom of an aromatic ring, right? So here I will take one example of this. This is benzene ring, that is the aromatic ring. So whenever the OH is attached to the aromatic ring, it is said to be the phenol. So this is our benzene aromatic ring, and to this benzene OH group is attached, so it becomes the phenol. So what is phenol? Phenol is the organic compound in which hydroxyl OH group is bounded to the carbon atom of a aromatic ring, that is called as the phenol. Okay, then what is ether? See, ethers are also the organic compound in which oxygen atom is bounded to two alkyl groups. Example I will give you here, ROR. See, ROR, where the this particular oxygen atom comes in between, and these two alkyl groups are attached to the particular oxygen atom, so it becomes the ether, right? So what is the ether? Ethers are the organic compound in which oxygen atom is bonded to the two alkyl groups, right? Oxygen atom is bonded to the two alkyl groups, so it becomes the ether, right? So this is a very basics of this particular chapter. Then further we are going to see the classification of the alcohols, phenols and ethers. This is a very important subtopic we are going to learn today. Okay, so before this we also need to understand that why do we use alcohols, phenols and ethers. See, alcohols, phenols and ethers, they have a very wide application, especially alcohols. See, alcohols are used in the medicinal drugs, right? This is the major application of the alcohol. Then phenols are used as the disinfectants, and this ethers are used as the solvent. See, you take any of the reaction, you will find ether or a dry ether as the solvent. So these are the major applications or the major uses of the alcohols, phenols and ethers. Alcohol will be used in the medicinal drugs, phenols will be used as the disinfectants, and ether will be used as the solvent, right? Okay, so here we are going to see the classification of the alcohols first. Let's quickly look at the classification. So alcohols can be classified into 4 types. So what are these 4 types? Monohydric alcohol, dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, and polyhydric alcohol. Right, so this is the classification of the alcohols. How it is divided: monohydric alcohol, dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, polyhydric alcohol. ये सेम क्लासिफिकेशन हमने किस में देखा था? ये इस तरह का सेम क्लासिफिकेशन हमने लास्ट चैप्टर हैलोजन डेरिवेटिव्स ऑफ अल्केन्स में देखा था. मोनोहैलोजन डेरिवेटिव, डायहैलोजन डेरिवेटिव, ट्राइहैलोजन एंड पॉलीहैलोजन. Similarly, alcohols can be also classified as mono, di, tri and poly. Now you all know what is mono. Mono means containing only one OH group, di means containing two OH groups, and tri means containing three OH groups, and poly means containing more than three OH groups, right? So this is what you need to understand. Okay, now we will quickly take one example of each of them and then you can understand. Okay, let's first take the example of monohydric alcohol. तो monohydric alcohol का सबसे बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है फिनॉल. See, OH group, whenever to an benzene ring OH group is attached, it becomes the phenol. Then अगर एलिफेटिक में लेना है तो CH3OH, this is methanol, right? This is methanol, this is phenol. So it becomes the monohydric alcohol, right? Or containing only one OH group, right? So both in methanol and phenol we have only one OH group, so it becomes the monohydric. Then we will take the example of a dihydric. Dihydric का example क्या हो सकता है? Dihydric example can be CH2, OH, OH. What is the name of this compound? The name of this compound is glycol. See, the name of this compound is glycol. Here you can see two OH groups are there. So this particular compound will be named as glycol, or it is the IUPAC name of this is 1,2-ethane 1,2-diol, right? Then the one more example we can take in a dihydric. अगर aromatic वाला कोई example लेना होगा तो one OH here and one OH here. So this becomes a catechol, right? So this is a catechol. The examples of the dihydric alcohol. What are the two examples? Glycol and catechol. Monohydric में phenol and methanol, right? So I hope that you have understood the monohydric and the dihydric. Okay, now let's quickly take the example of the trihydric alcohols. Trihydric alcohols, CH2OH, CHOH and CH2OH, right? So what is the name of this compound? The name of this compound is glycerol. What is the name? Glycerol, right? So these are the examples of the mono, di and tri. I have shown you all the examples, right? Okay, now let's quickly look at the further classification of the alcohols. Now this particular monohydric alcohol, alcohols are further classified into two types. Number one, it will be classified as based on sp3 carbon and based on sp2 carbon. ये ऐसा हमने similar case किस में देखा था? Halogen derivatives of alkanes में, right? Monohalogen derivatives are further classified as sp3 carbon and sp2 carbon. So similarly in alcohols also we have the same thing. Monohydric alcohols are classified as sp3 carbon and sp2 carbon, right? So let's take quickly the example of this particular sp3 carbon. See, this is the sp3 carbon. What is the sp3 carbon? A carbon which contains the 4 sigma bonds is called as the sp3 carbon. What is the sp2 carbon? अभी हम लोग एक sp2 का एग्जाम्पल लेंगे. See, R double bond C OH and R. See, this kind of a compound, right? See, this particular carbon is the sp2 hybridized carbon. Right? How to find out the hybridization? Because it is forming a 3 sigma bonds. 3 sigma bond means sp2. 4 sigma bond means sp3. This carbon will be sp3. And 2 sigma bond means sp kind of an hybridization. So carbon के लिए हम लोग hybridization कैसे find out करते हैं? We have a one rule, right? 4 sigma bond, that means sp3. 3 sigma bonds sp2, 2 sigma bonds sp. तो कार्बन के केस में sp3 hybridization find out करना is a very easy thing, right? 4 sigma bond sp3 hybridization, 3 sigma bond sp2, 2 sigma sp hybridization. So finding the hybridization in the case of a carbon is a very easy, right? Actually, what is the rule for the finding the hybridization? The rule says that find out the total number of a sigma bonds plus the total number of a lone pair. इनको add करो and you will get the hybridization. Total number of sigma bond plus total number of lone pair. But carbon does not contain any kind of a lone pair. So we only need to look at the total number of sigma bond. Sigma bond means a single bond. जिसने जहाँ पे भी single bond बनाया that is called as the particular sigma bond. So यहाँ पे check करो 1, 2, 3 and 4, it is forming a 4 sigma bond, so it becomes the sp3. यहाँ पे find out करो, see 1 with this OH with this OH, so 2 sigma bonds and 1 here will be pi bond and 1 here will be sigma bond. So 1, 2 and 3 sigma bonds it is formed, so it will be a sp2, right? So my dear students, you have to understand how to find out the hybridization in the case of carbon, right? Okay, now let's quickly understand the further classification, right? See, इसका classification बहुत ही interesting है. Now further, based on the sp3, they can be classified into 3 types. They can be classified into 3 types. So what are those 3 types? They can be classified as the general aliphatic alcohols, general aliphatic alcohols. Then they will be classified as the allylic alcohols. Then they can be classified as the benzylic alcohols. Benzylic alcohols, right? कैसा है classification? General aliphatic alcohols, allylic alcohols and benzylic alcohols. Okay, now let's quickly understand what is the general aliphatic alcohols. See, general aliphatic alcohols are very simple alcohols, CH3OH, C2H5OH. These are the general aliphatic alcohols where it contains one alkyl group and one OH group, one alkyl group and one OH group. So it becomes the general aliphatic alcohols, right? Now this particular general aliphatic alcohols are further classified into 3 types. See, इसका भी आगे classification होने वाला है. कौन सा? 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. Okay, now let's quickly understand the general aliphatic alcohols. I will rub this. General aliphatic alcohols, they are classified into 3 types, that is 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. Now what is 1 degree? Let's quickly take the example CH3CH2 and OH, right? This becomes 1 degree. Then CH3OH, this becomes 2 degree. Then CH3OH, this becomes the 3 degree. See, here can you see this is 1 degree, this is 2 degree, this is 3 degree. Now how to understand 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree? Okay, so now how to understand whether it is a 1 degree, 2 degree or a 3 degree? It is very, very simple to understand this. See here, now here you can clearly see that this particular carbon, which is a 1 degree carbon, which is attached to the OH group, this particular carbon is only attached to a one single carbon. ये कार्बन जिस OH से अटैच्ड है वो वाला कार्बन सिर्फ एक ही कार्बन से अटैच्ड है. दैट इज व्हाई इट बिकम्स 1 डिग्री. नाउ लुक एट दिस कार्बन. द कार्बन विच इज अटैच्ड विद दिस OH is also attached with the two carbons, so it becomes a 2 degree. See here also you can see third case, this carbon which is attached with the OH is also attached with the 3 carbons, so this becomes the 3 degree. This carbon which is attached with the OH is attached with the 2 carbon atoms, so it becomes the 2 degree. This carbon which is attached with the OH is also attached with only 1 carbon, so it becomes the 1 degree. राइट समझ में आ गया कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है 1 डिग्री 2 डिग्री एंड 3 डिग्री. इट इज very 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 simple, right? So this particular general aliphatic alcohols are classified as 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. Okay, now let's go for the next classification, that is the in the alcohols. Second part was allylic alcohols. Allylic alcohols. अभी इसको कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं allylic alcohol? See, in this case also the carbon atom will contain the sp3 hybridization only. अभी जो पहला वाला केस देखा था 1 डिग्री 2 डिग्री और 3 डिग्री, ऑल आर कंटेनिंग sp3 कार्बन. sp3 कार्बन ही कंटेन करते हैं. इसमें भी sp3 कार्बन ही होगा. बट व्हाट विल बी द डिफरेंस? सी आई विल टेल यू द डिफरेंस. OH group, I will take one example, H, then let's take here CH, then double bond CH2, right? Can you see this compound? This is the nothing but the allylic alcohols. Now here can you see the hybridization of this carbon? See, carbon is forming how many number of sigma bonds? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this becomes the sp3 hybridized carbon, right? Now this particular sp3 hybridized carbon, when it is attached to the sp2 carbon, जो भी sp3 वाला कार्बन जब भी sp2 कार्बन से अटैच्ड होगा, that particular alcohol will be called as the allylic alcohol. Again I will repeat, whenever a sp3 carbon will be attached to the sp2 carbon, that alcohol will be called as the allylic alcohol. This sp3 carbon is attached to the OH group and this carbon atom is also attached to the sp2 group, sp2 carbon, so it becomes the allylic alcohol, right? I hope that you have understood the concept of the allylic alcohol. See why it is a sp2, because it is forming the 3 sigma bonds. इस H को मैं थोड़ा सा ऐसे लिख देता हूं. See, double bond and H. Now find out the total number of sigma bonds. 1, 2 and 3. 1 will be sigma, 1 will be pi. So 3 sigma bond means sp2 hybridization of a carbon, right? So I hope that you have understood the concept of allylic alcohols in this case, right? Okay, now let's go quickly to the third type, that is the benzylic alcohols. Benzylic alcohols. Now what happens in the benzylic alcohol? The word itself tells you that there will be a presence of a benzene ring, or you can say there will be a presence of a aromatic ring, and the carbon atom here also will be sp3 only, right? See, a benzene ring, then CH2 OH, right? Here the hybridization of the carbon is sp3, but what is the difference? The difference is this particular carbon is attached to the aromatic ring. The carbon atom is attached to the aromatic ring, but it is sp3 only. Such kind of alcohols will be called as the benzylic alcohols, right? I hope that you have understood this kind of alcohols. Okay, then based on sp2, they can be classified into 2 types, that is the vinylic alcohol vinylic alcohols, and the second type will be phenols. Second type will be phenols. Now vinylic alcohols, see, CH2 double bond CHOH, right? And alcohols, phenols, you all know, a benzene ring and a OH will be called as the phenols, right? So what is vinyl group? See, try to understand what is vinyl group. CH2 double bond CH. Whenever such kind of a group is there, it will be called as the vinyl group. What kind of a group it is? Vinyl group. So vinyl alcohol, whenever the vinyl group is present and the OH group is attached to this, then it will be called as the vinyl group. So this is vinyl group, and to this vinyl group we have the alcohol OH attached. That is why it becomes the vinylic alcohol. Then why it is called as phenol? Because this particular alcohol OH is attached to the benzene ring, then it becomes the phenols, right? So I hope that you have understood the classification based on sp2. They can be classified into two types, that is the vinylic alcohols, and second one will be phenols, right? Okay, so we will finish with the topic.